Well, I made it to my secret little campsite on a no-name lake that, to my knowledge, I'm the only guy who camps here. However, the Shangri-La campsite is damaged by wind damage. I'll show you around here. I'm just getting set up. First job is to secure the boat from strong winds and tie it down. I tie it down at both ends. The campsite looks much the way I left this 2 years ago. My fire rocks look exactly the same as I set it up, with the two ledges for my Purcell trench grill. There's the old one that was here before I got here. However, somebody has been here because somebody's burned the end of that poplar log that I brought up to dry. I had put it up over here somewhere. So somebody's been here, but they don't seem to have used the kindling that I left, unless they left that. But there's been enormous damage from wind throw, and I'm a little worried, and I got some decisions to make here. There's my cached wood. This is where I used to put my tarp, and there's been massive blowdown. That's one tarp tree there. But my other tarp tree is gone, and there's nothing I can tie to here really, unless I rig a bipod or a tripod or something. Check out the wind damage. And very disappointingly, my tent spot, there were several tent spots here, has been compromised. That used to be my trail through there. But we'll walk around here through these young spruce. Very lumpy, uneven ground here. But this was my tent spot right here. I've camped many times with my tent in here, and the edge of it's been covered by blowdown. Very scary. I think the end of my tent would have been partially right in that fall zone. I think I got enough room here with some trimming out of this blowdown debris. I think I got room. That's kind of, it's hard to see, but that's actually on a slope and it's kind of lumpy. Back here, it's kind of a shame because there was room for hammocks. I never hammocked here, but there was some nice trees with openings between. That's all covered with huge trees. There was a couple other tent spots back here. They're covered. Look at that. Am I ever glad I wasn't camping here when this happened? I'm very scared to camp here now. These are old trees. I was concerned before, but now that there's openings, there's less trees to stop the wind, and more will be coming down. Really worried about these big old jack pine here that are very old. They're often rotten at their base. But I got no choice. Gotta stay here tonight. I gotta stay here and make a decision if I'm leaving tomorrow. going to be here 3 nights, 4 days. I've paddled around this lake. It's like a barbell shape. There's a big opening down there and a big opening to the north. There's some narrows here, but there's no other campsites. I've looked. Everything's steep or swampy or grown in thick. So this is the only flat spot I got right here that's clear, and I'll get going on that. Oh, and one other little bit of bad news. Just before I left, this whole region here, they slapped on a fire ban. It's been very, very dry in the spring. It rained here off and on very hard the past 2 days. The whole bush is soaked. But at the time of my leaving, the fire ban was still on, and there's hot, dry weather forecast for the rest of the week. So I'm not allowed to use fire. The powers that be, the nanny state, decided that this vast region in northwestern Ontario would have a fire ban for the foreseeable future, at least. Well, who knows? So I'm living with a stove for this trip. No fire. No fire. I know. I come out here to make fire and live by fire. But not this trip. All cleared away. This will work for a tent site. I just hope these old trees don't come down on me. If the wind picks up, I'm not going to be sleeping. Tent's all squared away. Gear that has to be inside is inside. Not a cloud in the sky. It's not supposed to rain tonight. Not that I ever trust the weather.